guys, welcome back to Approved or Not
Proved or not.
for Valda's Spire of Secrets. And also, I realize that we haven't done a disclaimer thing. These are being approved or not for our table specifically.
Yes, I feel that should go fairly obviously. Also,
Right.
no guests, so I can have my usual level of energy.
So yeah. Again,
Good for some
I
classes.
again I recommend getting the book. It has so much content for a very
We got
reasonable price.
quite a few things we've liked.
Yeah, a good number of things we've liked so far. We haven't looked at everything,
Right.
of course.
But tonight we're looking at Clerics.
And first off, we have
Destruction Domain. Because
okay.
some gods.
Now,
They just
immediately when
want
I
to
think
be.
of the god of destruction, I think of Beyblade. I'm
I was
sorry.
doing a bit. I was doing a bit, Ross.
Oh,
You talked over my stupid bit.
I did not hear you doing a bit. I'm sorry.
I was saying some gods just want to see the world burn.
Oh. All right. So what do we get? What do we get?
All right, well, let's take a look at this.
So
First off,
spells.
we get some spells. Burning Hand, Thunder Whip. I'll say this. Destruction, easy. Scorching Ray, Shatter, Fireball, Protection from Energy, Blight, Wall of Fire, Cloud Kill, and Cone of Cold. Protection from Energy. Is that the one that...
That's the one that is specifically gives an ally damage resistance from a elemental spells like fire, cold, etc.
What is the one that actually adds to your damage? I would have gone with that one instead.
That's your elemental weapon?
No. You get hit. As a reaction, you get resistance.
But
then your damage
absorb elements. But that's the first
that one. That I know it's the first level. I think that one is much more flavor to this than Protection from Energy.
Yeah,
all right, but let's
see. So
when you choose, you gain 2 cantrips from your choice from the wizard spell list. They count as cleric for you. Do not so any wizard cantrip. That's interesting.
Any wizard cantrip. So I'm guessing this is gonna have the level 8 of adding your wisdom modifier to for your spell for cantrips.
Probably. Let's take a look. First off, we got our Channel Divinity of Calamity. So second level. Is your spell for the next minute? Whenever you deal damage with a cleric spell, it is empowered with ruinous potential. If you roll the highest number possible on any of the spell's damage dice, you can roll that die again and add its damage to the total. Rolling again if the number is also the highest, and so on.
Ooh.
You can roll a total number of damage dice for this spell equal to twice the number of damage dice you initially rolled.
That is...
that can be really good.
Okay, already multi-classing this with a sorcerer, fireball,
Here's what I'm saying. I wouldn't use this. I wouldn't tie this to fireball. What is a good spell? What is a spell that clerics get access to that use D4s?
Oh, D4s.
Yes. This spell stacks so well with anything that uses a lot of D4s, like magic missiles. Using the proper rules, not the rules I use, because we need to do it proper.
Well, no, both ways are valid.
Not really, because my way only does one. Oh, I guess.
Jeremy Crawford literally said that that's like...
Okay, yes. I know both ways are valid. I mean, the other way gets more out of the spell.
Right, agreed.
Yes.
Although
maybe one could argue, but I think D4s.
I think the lowest clerics normally get is D6s. I don't think they have a spell that's a D4.
Also, Ross, you said multi-class into sorcerer.
Yeah.
For the next minute, whenever you get down to the cleric spell.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you wanted the meta magics.
Yeah, to be able to re-roll. Or actually, wait, is that supposed to be the sorcerer spells, or is that just casting spells in general?
I think it's spells in general, but honestly, I don't think it has as much value as you think.
Okay. But yeah, no. Adding an extra damage die for whenever you roll max, that could be pretty nice. That's actually really nice on cantrips as well.
What you gotta remember is you're most likely going to roll max a few times.
Right, yeah, no, that's pretty good Channel Divinity. And the fact that it's a bonus action, too. Ooh.
Shockwave. By 6th level, your devastating magic leaves only runes behind once on each of your turns when you cast a 1st level or higher cleric spell that deals fire, force, lightning, blah, blah, blah. You can emit a shockwave that crumbles the environment and around one creature. It takes damage from the spell. The shockwave is a 5 creature only damages objects that aren't being one carried. Each object in the area takes equal damage. The damage dealt to the creature, not only the object's damage. Ugh,
Wait,
I don't
what?
like it.
Wait,
It's
so
really bad. It's really bad.
you
Especially since.
so you have the shockwave comes from you.
Mm-hmm. Wait, no, it doesn't come from you. It doesn't come from you. You admit a shockwave that crumbles in one creature around one creature that takes damage from the
Oh,
spell.
okay. So this is
But this is
bonus? Is it bonus damage? Wait, how much is the
no,
damage die?
no, no, no. It's not damage, Ross. You don't do damage with this.
It literally says the damage equal to twice the damage dealt.
Each object in the area takes damage equal to twice the damage dealt. Object.
So okay, if I were to cast Fireball, that wouldn't create that for some reason has double what would be a normal Fireball damage. Yeah, that thing
Yeah.
is getting destroyed. Okay. Uh,
You see the issue, right, Ross? You see the issue with this feature?
I there are
If the
a couple of
environment,
scenarios to where it would be. I think one example
if
could be
if
a door that needs to be breached. Thunderwave.
but Ross. Okay, Ross. Let's do a little game. Let's go back to the alternate years. We're playing a campaign, okay?
Right.
So, all right, you guys broke all your thieves' tools.
Damn.
And none of the casters have knock.
Yeah. So, what is your plan for getting through the door to the mob boss again?
Bust that shit down.
I would like to attempt to cast Thunderwave to try to blast the door open.
Okay.
Also, I'm assuming this door is not made out of wood. Like, I'm assuming it's like a stone door, like,
All right.
or something like
Beyond that point, okay, I will tell you right now, Thunderwave will not do enough damage to do that.
Well, it should do at least a decent chunk of damage because, like, it'd be double what the Thunderwave spell would be, which is.
No, it won't, Ross. No, it won't. Read your abilities more carefully, please.
Are you telling me a door doesn't count as an object?
Oh no, the door counts as the object. Read your abilities more carefully. There is a requirement to use this ability that you're missing.
Uh. You could have the shockwave be on yourself.
You guys.
On a creature.
You actually
doesn't say anything about
with
being in a radius.
With shockwave specifically, you cannot. Or rather, thunderwave. We're talking about thunder. Oh, we're talking about shockwave, right? Yeah, talking this ability.
Yeah, this ability specifically.
The spell you're casting. What spell are you casting to activate this again?
Thunderwave.
Yeah, with Thunderwave you cannot. Thunderwave is
again?
Yeah, Thunderwave is specific in how it comes.
No. I meant the shockwave feature.
Yeah,
Does it say specifically that the creature has to be in the area of effect?
Well, they have to get damaged by the spell.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
okay.
You see the issue now.
Okay, so it's even. Well, okay. Let's just set Barry the Barbarian. I am Barry. I don't know. I feel like there's some stuff you could do with this.
Maybe, but I'm going to be honest, Ross. I'm just going to break it to you right now and tell you why this ability sucks. No, I will tell you right now. This is not weak. It sucks, and I will tell you right now why. Okay. Okay. So, any scenario where there would be an object that could reasonably just be destroyed by shockwave,
they're more than likely holding it.
What? No.
Oh.
Because that would be they can't be destroyed. You can just attack it to destroy it. If objects have an HP bar, guess what? You as a player can drain it. Spending no resources.
I mean, I guess.
There's no I guess. The scenarios where this would be useful are outclassed by just not even bothering with it. Not to mention the things you have to do.
Right, I think the stipulations are a little tight.
Yeah. And the fact is, that's all you get. I believe, I scroll down, we're going to go back to, yep, that's all you get at 6th level. Which,
Yeah.
all right.
Then we have potent
Let's go.
spellcasting, which
Spellcasting, we know that.
makes sense.
All right, Havoc. Level 8 Captain. When you deal damage to a creature with Cleric spell, you can spend a spell slot as a bonus action, deal bonus radiant damage to one creature damage on the spell. Is 2d6 for plus each spell level higher than... So you can smite on spells. It's okay. All right.
I don't like that as the capstone. Like, why that?
No, same boat. Here's what I'm going to tell you, Ross. And you're not going to be happy to hear these words. I know you're not.
It started good.
Approved without thought. As for actually playing this, I guess a 2-level dip wouldn't hurt.
Well, with that in mind, those that have power succumb to madness.
That's your transition, I guess. Okay. We were looking at the madness.
We're trying to come up with something funnier. Anyway.
With madness. No.
Oh, you evil bastard.
All right.
So first off, we got the
Is
spells.
I, Sheogorath, the Mad God. We get these laughter, silent image, blindness, detect thoughts. Yeah, these all make sense. These all flavor.
No, that fits perfectly.
All right, starting when you choose this domain at 1st level, you learn a random cantrip from the wizard's spell list chosen by the GM.
Okay.
Whenever you finish a long rest, your GM can change the cantrip. Maybe this will be more the idea I had for that one subclass. Wasn't that?
I'm trying to remember we're talking about the bard. Was it a bard?
I don't remember what it was, but I remember it had a feature. It was like, your GM can pick this thing for you. It's like, it never comes up. Anyways.
Then we get Lunatic Insight.
At 1st level, whenever you make an ability check that doesn't include your proficiency bonus, your unique insight allows you to make connections which may or may not exist. If the d20 roll for the ability check is even, you add your proficiency bonus to the check.
Okay. Cool. Neat.
Starting at 2nd level, when you use your action to force a creature within... I got a scenario that ability for how weird it is. Okay, Ross, I need you to make a straight strength check.
Oh, wait, hold on. What's the description of it? You're right. It's just ability check. I was thinking just skills.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's see. That is a 14.
Right.
So actually, it's a 16.
Actually, that's not how it works. What?
Yeah. I rolled a 14.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's even, I get to add my proficiency, which is +2.
Fair enough, I guess, but I wouldn't phrase it as actually at 16. That's just confused the DM.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that's not right.
Fair enough.
Say, because I rolled even, I can add my proficiency bonus, which makes it a 16.
Okay.
Anyways, now let's take a look at our thing. You can use your action to force a creature to make a wisdom saving throw or fall prey to a random madness up to a minute. Roll on the following table. Determine the madness of the creature. A creature that frenzy can repeat the saving throw for whenever it takes damage. And any effect on itself on a success.
Our channel divinity can debuff a single target. Let's see how bad these debuffs are. So
the creature can't speak and is incapable of spellcasting or understanding others.
That could be powerful.
The creature experiences vivid hallucinations whenever the creature makes an attack or targets a creature with a roll. Spell or effect, roll a d20. On an odd roll, the attack misses or the spell or effect fails.
That could be powerful on a dragon.
Keep in mind, it's whenever they make an attack or target a creature with an effect.
Specifically so no dragon.
The creature becomes frenzied. A frenzied creature is a description friend or foe. Well, frenzied creature chooses the targets for its attack spells and abilities round from. Okay, yep, I know that ability. The creature falls prone at the end of each of its turn if it's not leaning against something.
Honestly, these are pretty fun.
I mean, there's some actual decent debuffs here, honestly.
Oh yeah, no.
Like the gain to delusion is like big.
Oh, actually, question. Going back up to the ability.
Hmm.
Okay, so
A creature that is frenzied can repeat the save.
oh, I didn't even see so specifically the frenzied one can repeat the save.
What was your question? Sorry.
I was more looking for if you could only have one person being hit by temporary insanity, because clerics, unlike paladins, get multiple channel divinities per short rest.
No, nothing's stopping you.
So that could be pretty good.
By 6th level, you have advantage on savings to make to avoid end the charmed or frightened conditions on yourselves, and on savings against any effects that would sense your emotions or read your thoughts.
Cool.
If you spend 10 minutes conversing with another creature, you can bestow this benefit on them as well for up to 1 hour, as they succumb to your twisted thought patterns.
Okay,
then we get
that's pretty clever flavoring.
Spellcasting, and as an action, you can change the rules of reality centered on choose one of the following rules.
Oh, what? Each creature and object within the area are weightless.
Weightless as per the levitate spell.
Okay.
If a creature in the area would have advantage, it instead has disadvantage, and vice versa.
That's
red
funny.
light, green light. No creature can move on its turn. At the start of each round of combat, each creature simultaneously chooses where to move and moves to that spaces. If two or more creatures move into the same space, they collide and are knocked prone.
That is funny.
At the beginning of each creature's turn, this is actually a good capstone. Roll any die. On an even roll, the creature doubles in size as per the enlarged dex. And halves its size. Once you use the feature, can't use it again. Once you use this feature, can't use it again until you finish a long rest. Though.
Right.
So
that's clear. Cap's done.
Let's scenario this.
The madness has begun.
17th level. Okay. The horde of giants stand in front of you, and it is your turn, cleric.
Yeah, I am going to. Actually, how big is the radius for this again?
120
feet radius.
Yeah.
This is a big area.
Yep.
Alright, I would like to use my action to embrace unreality, which I am going to choose. What would be the funniest in this scenario for giants? You know what?
Come on.
I'm gonna go with no up, no down.
Okay. All right.
Specifically because a giant would have to be on the ground in order to get access to rocks to throw.
That is fair. Okay. But also, they can still go to the ground.
Well, no, with how the levitate spell works, you have to have contact or something, then go down. I believe.
No, no, levitate. You can move up and down as much as you want.
Can you?
Yes. Here.
Oh wait, how
levitate.
does the levitate spell work again?
On a creature object or choice that you can see within range, the spell can levitate the target. The target can move only by pushing. Okay, you can change the target's altitude.
Oh.
No. If you are the target, you can move up or down as part of your move.
Oh. Okay. Also, I just realized that might not work for the giants because it has a limit of 500 pounds.
I think this ignores that.
Okay.
But I will say, all right. So the giant, who I should remind you, you were in fact looking over a cliff before, picks up a rock and goes. It uses because it was levels in rogue. It uses its bonus action to dash 60 feet up into the air and throws a rock at you. That's a natural 20.
Wait, no, wouldn't we be counted as the caster?
Nope, that's not how that works. It's weightless as per the levitate spell, not as if you cast the levitate spell.
Oh, that's a little dumb. Okay, in that case, I would not have done that. Huh.
But you did, so let's go back to reality.
Yeah, let's snap back to reality.
The correct answer, I thought you were going to. Also, we missed the opposite day.
Opposite day could be. I imagine opposite day would be very funny as like a blindfolded monk or not.
The correct answer, by the way, would have been through the looking class.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's take a look at our next.
Approved.
Yeah, approved. Pestilence Domain.
Pestilence Domain. There's one spell that I suspect should be on this list. I'm not even looking at your tab yet. 5th level. poison gas, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Nope.
Oh no. Okay. Let's see. Bane detect poison to disease.
It is worth noting that when they're doing stuff like this, they can only really add any player handbook / RD stuff.
Right, unless it's a spell that's in this book.
Yeah.
Blight weapons, rated, if enfeeblement, bestow curse, remove curse.
Blight, confusion, and contagion insect plague. Let's take a look at what we got.
That fits. I would say that fits. Let's see.
Starting at first level, you are immune to disease and the poison condition.
Woohoo.
Additionally, choose or randomly determine a lingering symptom that afflicts you.
Oh, okay.
One is me.
One of your limbs is black and withered, but completely functional.
I will say, we're going to kind of gloss over these because they're just flavor.
Okay.
Because they don't do anything mechanically.
Right.
At first
flavor?
level, you... No, flavor is great, but it doesn't really factor into whether we approve or no.
Yeah.
At first level, you will have...
Heavy armor. Pretty good.
With heavy armor. Okay. Also, your body sequesters its toxins in a bulbous protrusion. When a creature within 5 feet hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to try to poison the creature. They make a con save, poison for a minute, and they can reattempt it. Use it once, short or long rest to use it again.
Okay. Neat.
Second level, your divinity carries diseases. You can use your act to touch a creature within your reach, which must make a con save.
Okay.
Suffering one of the following diseases of your choice for 1 minute on a failed save. Since this ability induces a natural disease on target, any effect that removes the disease or otherwise ameliorates disease. I don't know that word.
I'm assuming that means removes.
Yeah, destroys, I assume. Destroys.
Yeah.
Whenever the creature Whenever the creature takes bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage, it loses an additional 1d6 hit points.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
A joint lock. Creature can move a maximum of 15 feet or half its speed, whichever is lower on its turn.
Oh, wow. That is crippling.
The creature can see normally out of 5 feet, but is beyond this radius. All of these are super crippling.
Wow. Those are powerful.
All right, 6th level. And grows. You gain the following. Whenever you deal necrotic or radiant, you can change it to poison type.
Okay.
Ooh, you ignore damage resistance to poison damage.
Ooh.
Your cleric spells and abilities ignore immunity to the poison condition and being diseased. The creature that it does have advantage on saving throws.
Yeah.
Divine Strike, we know how this works.
Yep, it's just the standard one.
It's poison damage. Worth noting.
I've been always wanting to keep an eye out on those because that one book that has like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At 17th level, when you use infection, the target also has disadvantage on ability checks and saving throws using one ability score of your choice while it is diseased. Additionally, whenever a target of the infection is within 5 feet of another creature, you can use your reaction to cause the infection to spread. The other creature must do a con save or be infected by the same disease. Oh,
so we could potentially cause multiple infections.
Yeah.
So I would only use this once per combat, or at least try to have it be once per combat, and try to see if I could spread it to multiple creatures.
That does seem to be the idea here. Yes, this is approved. It's not terribly strong, but it has some interesting ideas.
It has some. I think it's cool.
All right. Next up, we look at the rum domain.
The rum. This does not involve anything of drinking. I'm gonna be pissed. Let's see.
Clerics rum's domain feel the fuzzy warmth of strong drink.
Yeah. Let's see.
All right.
Person, sleep.
New spells are marked with an asterisk.
Yep. So we have hangover.
Hangover. All right, Rob.
Find that real quick.
Give me a page number so I can look it over.
I've seen that. It's quite funny.
Thankfully, it's H, so I don't have to scroll too far on here.
Yep.
Hangover. Here we go. You got the page for this cleric, just so we can go back to it quickly.
Oh yeah. 208.
208. Thank you. It's page 343.
Ooh, that's like late in the book.
I mean, that's where all the spells are. Is like at the very end.
Hangover. Here we go.
So
you emit a drunken aura that quickly washes away. Who? Oh, Does this spell not do that for any of its? It does not. That's a choice.
What?
None of the spells in this are given to specific classes.
Oh no, there's a spell like it tells you where the spells go up more above.
Oh, okay.
But I just went to where the spells were directed because there's no there's no secondary link to
You're
it.
a minute of drinking aura that quickly washes away, leaving the feeling of intense hangover. A creature you choose within range must constitution or take 8 seconds. Constitution makes to maintain concentration on spell due to the damage. Additionally, on a failed save, the target is poisoned at the start of your next turn. That's okay, I guess.
I think it's pretty good for second level. That's not bad.
Fair enough. 208. Let's get back to where we were.
Yep. Thank you for that, by the way.
All right. So.
So yeah,
All right.
we have
So hypnotic pattern, slow, confusion, death ward. Death ward's a choice. Greater restoration and a choice. Modify memory makes sense.
Yeah, I think the spell list overall makes sense. Let's see. So.
All right. You seem off balance, making you while you are wearing no armor and not wielding a shield.
So we get unarmored
Give
defense.
me a second.
What are you doing?
Let me remind myself of something. No. We're good.
Yeah, so that's
Ignore me.
base monk unarmored defense.
You're right. You are right. It's just interesting. I was curious about something else.
Then we also get martial weapon proficiency. Cool.
All right. You can use your action to fill your mug with beer or rum.
Ooh.
It's a good time. Only you can drink this liquor, but you suffer no effect.
Okay.
Additionally, you learn the legendary libation cantrip.
Oh god, I gotta find that one. Okay, give me a second.
Wait a second.
Aha! Found it. Let me know whenever you are ready.
I'm ready.
Page 347.
347. Okay. Legendary. Here it is. You speak a word of power and you can drink the solution says 1 hour. Okay, wait. Really? For 1 hour in this libation, the drinker has advantage on saving throws. It makes 2 void or end the frightened. So if the drink is not consumed when being, but they can't do it. That's a lot on a cantrip. From being honest.
So do we learn this cantrip passively, or is it just a part of when we use this ability, we gain the benefit of the cantrip?
No, we learn it.
Or do we just learn it?
Yeah.
Oh, additionally, you learn. Okay.
Yeah, we just learn it.
Okay.
It's I think for a cantrip, it's a bit strong, but I will also acknowledge that's all we're getting at level 1. So
right
outside of the AC, which I don't really care about.
So basically, we can just we get to fill up our mug.
Yep. All right, so let's get a channel divinity.
Yep.
When a creature you can see makes an attack, you can use your action to cause the creature to make a constitution against spell save DC. And if fails, the creature is poisoned and that's for up to 1 minute. Repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns.
So simply, we can attempt to poison someone as a reaction.
Yeah.
For channel divinity, yeah. I know channel divinities are fairly cheap for the cost. I'm not sure about that.
All right, we got Rum Runner. Whenever a hostile creature moves, you can use your reaction to move up to half your speed. This movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks from the moving creature.
So that's just in general?
Yeah. I mean, when they move, use your reaction. You can move also.
I mean, that's cool.
And then we get Divine Strike. You know how that works.
Yep.
At 7th level, call upon the gods. It's a good time to bring your allies around to shots as an addiction. Choose up to 6 from the creatures you can choose. For the next minute, each of these creatures advance from tons and action always modify from one piercing and slashing damage they take. But that's it.
Cool.
I'm gonna be honest, Ross. Approved without thought.
I figured.
Other subclass outside of that cantrip they give you at level 1 sucks. Look, I get the idea. Oh, channel divinity using me poison damage. I mean, I don't like that. I don't like that use of channel divinity. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, that is.
Especially since they can lose it. Let's see what travel domains got going on, and where it's going.
I'm expecting stuff like Dimension Door on this list.
I mean, the spells are pretty obvious. All the teleporters.
Featherfall and Longstrider, Fine Steed, Misty Step, Fly and Haste, Dimension Door. Yep, that makes sense. Freedom of movement, Pass Wall, and Teleportation. Yeah, this all makes sense.
Yeah.
So what do we get at the first level?
Proficiency with 4 finesse range weapons of your choice. Additionally, you learn 2 languages of your choice.
That's a lot of proficiencies.
Alright, so from first level, your god hastens your feet and puts the wind. You can use your bonus action to move 10 feet without provoking... 10 feet? Really?
You gotta keep in mind, we're at level 1.
It's tied to a resource. It's tied to a resource tied to long rests.
That's true. That's true.
I think 10 feet is way too little.
Well, you also gotta keep in mind, other abilities that are similar to this are... Let's take the Storm Sorcerer, for example. For them to be able to use that consistently, they have to cast a leveled spell as an action.
Let's see what Storm Sorcerers actually get. So what ability we're looking at here?
We are looking at Tempestuous
to cause willingness on immediately before after you cast a spell first level or higher. Doom slides to fly up to 10 feet. Flying.
I still consider that moving simply because it's 10 feet.
No, my issue, Ross, is flying 10 feet actually gets you something. Potentially.
That's true.
Just walking 10 feet gets me, I'm going to be blunt, nothing.
I think it's still fine, but that's absolutely fair. Let's see.
As an action, choose 3 willing small you can see. Within each creature teleports into each other's spaces, swapping places as you choose. I guess that's okay.
So, basically, you could be like a whole big switcheroo. Which
by 6th level, while traveling, you have 10 creatures traveling with you. Move with supernatural. You will always travel at a pace, nor delays caused by rough terrain. Whether in other non-magical obstacles, you similarly ignore hazards caused by traveling on other planes of existence. Furthermore, you can travel for 12 hours instead of 8 before making constitution saving for a forced march. Additionally, you are unaffected by difficult terrain.
So all I see for this ability is the unaffected by difficult terrain, simply because.
No, Ross.
Yes.
Only one sentence in this ability even matters, and I'll tell you why in a second. The only sentence that matters is starts with furthermore.
Why exactly?
Because everything else that ability does is covered under Classic Ranger. I'm not joking.
Well, I was gonna say that falls under the specifics of we gotta be in the right terrain, but also, what if we don't have a ranger in the party?
Well, then that is an interesting situation. But if you don't have a ranger in a party in a campaign where this has come up, that is a choice, I suppose.
Well, I mean, we don't know when it will come up and when it won't.
Doesn't tell you.
Also, you're only getting the benefit for an hour, apparently, while traveling in the terrain.
An hour or more.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'd argue.
Oh no, I get, like, yo, hey, cool. That feature of Ranger gets used once,
but
maybe.
I know. But in the right campaign, Ross, in the right campaign.
Right campaign, yeah.
The issue I have, Ross, is that very right campaign is the only campaign where this feature matters at all.
Well, I was gonna say, well, I mean, clerics in general don't have that many ways to remove the weakness of difficult terrain.
Of course they don't, because that's what other things are for.
Right.
That's my issue, Ross. Anyways, here's the issue, Ross. If this ability were good, maybe we'd have an argument.
I think it's okay.
It's not. No, it's a waste of a 6th level ability.
Please, not everything has to be like, oh, crazy.
No, it's not crazy, but it needs to be useful.
I think it's still useful in the right campaign.
But in the right campaign, there are other ways to do it that are much easier and don't involve sacrificing a 6th level ability.
I mean, I think at this point we gotta disagree. It's like I think the feature's
All right.
fine. You think it's garbage. I'm not saying it's great.
Fine. I think Ross, my issue, Ross, and I've explained this to you before a lot, but I'll explain it again just for anyone watching. My issue here is not this feature in itself. If this feature were accompanied by something else, or this class had something else going on for it, I wouldn't mind. It's that this is all you get at 6th level. This is it. I could play any other cleric and get any other abilities, but this is all I get. Anyways, let's go on. We're gonna skip past Divine Strike.
Yep, I read it ahead of time. It's the same as normal. Your speed is doubled.
Your walking speed doubles, which is okay, but 17th level is a bit late for that, if I'm being honest.
I mean, you suddenly jump from 30 to 60.
Yeah. And if you make an attack roll 30 feet or further away from where you began your turn, the extra damage of your Divine Strike increases to 4d8.
Oh, interesting.
I don't like it. It's approved without thought. I don't like the subclass at all.
So I think overall, clerics have not been the kindest to their gods.
We got the wealth domain.
Maybe we need to bribe them.
Yeah. All right, let's see. So we get Identify, Unseen Servant, Arcane Lock, Locate Object, Glyph of Warding, Tongues, Fabricate, Secret Chest, Creation, and Geas. Yeah, these make sense.
Yeah.
All right, when you choose this domain at 1st level, you are blessed with insights into the price of everything. As an action, you can accurately determine the market price of any object as well as what it would be worth second hand. Additionally, you can use your wisdom instead of charisma for any charisma checks you make to buy, sell, or haggle. This is actually pretty good.
That's pretty reasonable.
Also, at 1st level, when you cast a spell that requires material components with a specific cost, you require materials of only half of that value to cast the spell.
That is pretty. I think we already preached their praises for the Zealot Barbarian for just revival spells. This is now keep in mind, I'm not quite sure how many spells in the cleric list require other than the revival spells.
Quite a few.
I'm assuming a good number. So yeah, pretty good.
All right, starting at 2nd level, when you reduce a hostile creature to 0 hit points, you can use your Channel Divinity to conjure an explosion of coins around the creature. The total number of gold pieces created is equal to the monster's XP value divided by 10, rounded down. You can use this Channel Divinity option once and regain the ability so when you finish a long rest.
So, okay, do you know what that tells me?
Mm-hmm.
We're getting we should be getting another Channel Divinity option at some point during the leveling, because, well, I guess you could keep the other two for Turn Undead.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Because of you can use the Channel Divinity once.
Right. Like if
Did any other cleric subclasses do multiple Channel Divinities?
Yes.
Okay, maybe
we have Trickery Domain, which
fair enough.
Frankly, the second one sucks. But
I don't think Trickery Domain actually has 2 Channel Divinities.
No, it does. It has the you have your clone, but then you have you go invisible for a turn.
Oh, you're right. You do get a second channel. All right, let's take a look. Okay. So, bribe. When you reach the 6th level, you can use your Divine Understanding to determine how to bribe almost any creature.
Hey, I called that.
Give me, I'm not there yet. As an action, you can choose hostile creatures you can see to make a charisma saving throw against your spell save DC. If the creature fails its save, you can bribe it with a rare or luxurious goods, or simply a bag of gold, which teleports into the creature's possession. The bribe costs an amount in gold piece equal to half the creature's XP value, and once completed, the creature can't be hostile towards you or your allies for 24 hours. The effect ends early if the creature takes damage from you or your allies. You can't bribe any creature with intelligence 3 or lower, or any creature the GM deems inappropriate. This isn't Channel Divinity. What were you right about? What were you right about?
I called like, hey, maybe you need to bribe him.
Oh, you did say that, right? Yeah. At 8th level, you add your wisdom modifier to the damage. That bribe is actually really good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, potent spellcasting, standard.
Absolutely, your deity grants you a holy subsidy on your spell. You don't need to provide material components for any cleric spells, even if it requires costly material components that are used to consume the spell.
And that's just
additionally, you can grant the benefit of your leverage feature to a friendly creature within 60 feet of you.
So specifically leverage.
I mean,
so you could.
This is no.
So here is my thought on that last one.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool that you're able to leverage the value for your allies. Here is my only issue. By the time we're at 17th level,
money is no object.
That's what I was gonna say.
So here is what I am going to say to that, and this will be my final thought in the subclass. I'm going to say the subclass is approved, and I'm going to note I actually think this is out of all of the clerics, I think this is actually the most solid one. And I'm going to be honest.
Clerics are a little
the clerics have been disappointing. Yeah, tragically.
Also, I just realized level 6 did not say it was attached to your channel divinity.
I know.
Which
that's the channel divinity you get, one that you can use once unless you're fighting undead.
Right, which
I
mean, granted.
Actually, you're right. You're absolutely right. It's stupid that you can only use the channel divinity once.
I will say it would be a good bit of coin, though. I think.
Here is what I'm going to say to that, and this is the final statement. Remember, the DM always has control of what your economy of your game is like.
That's true.
If you guys are ever making too much money or too little money, I will and can always exert the right to alter it. Meaning, how much money something is worth is not a good metric of balance.
Right. But yeah, I agree with the wealth one. I think the second one for me is destruction. I thought that was pretty fun. Actually no, pestilence. Pestilence is my second favorite. Cause hey, we don't get that many subclass stuff that involves around poison mechanics.
Well, that is tonight's episode of Approved or Not.
Thank you guys for watching, and as always, see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.